right, so we're gonna head out to a project in Spring City. I'm gonna grab some paperwork for the job and head that way. This project is a full house siding replacement. I'll pull up the job details here. Also, I'm gonna take a look here and see where we're currently at progress-wise. We did their roof prior to this back in 2021, so they had us come back now to do the exterior siding. You can see here how the house looked before. It wasn't bad, but they just wanted to spruce it up. It's a really nice neighborhood, so they'll be well into this project when we get there. There'll be parts where they're still tearing off and then parts that were already replaced. The guys have a lot of the details, so we should be good. Basically gonna go out, talk to the homeowner, check the quality of the work, make sure everything's going well, make sure they're cleaning up well, just make sure they're following all the specific details. The crew's been out there since Friday. They started, I think, early Friday morning. Well, I know they started early Friday morning, I think, and they worked Saturday, but then they're finishing, probably finishing today. So 3 days on this one, but normally a full house wrap is about a week project, something like that. We have had the same team for years. Our crew leader that we have out in this project, I've known him for almost 20 years now. So we've done a lot of projects together, and they are extremely efficient from how they remove all the product, clean it up, sweep for nails, and then begin the install process. At the end of every single day, we clean up. We don't just wait to clean up until the end of the project. We clean up every single day. One thing we always talk about is, well, let's treat the customers like we would treat our own grandmother. So when we're out there, it's like, hey, we're at grandma's house. Let's really take care of this customer. Let's make sure that she's not like, oh, hey, you know, the grandkids are coming over today. What about trash and debris? We're really careful about that. So I always joke, we're going to grandma's house today. So we're just going to get out to the job and check the progress and see how things are going. All right, so we just arrived here in Spring City. It's a beautiful day. It's a great neighborhood. It's a siding project that we just started. We're actually right in the middle of this project. So come along here, let me show you some details. We're installing a monogram vinyl siding. That's the highest quality traditional horizontal vinyl siding on the market. The Tyvek is code for every single house. We are also installing a low E insulation. Has about a 5R value depending on the quality of the windows. Highly recommend giving that extra insulation barrier. So coming around here in the front, the homeowner here is not replacing the soffit fascia or the beam wrap or any of the custom trims. They're just doing a vinyl siding wrap. So up here, they replaced it in the bottom. The top still needs to be done. On this side over here, you can see where we remount the meter boxes back on the wall. Nice and tight. All the caulking details around the meter boxes are very important. Everything has to be rehung tight, nice and level. It's really important also that we keep the job sites cleaned up as we move along, because you never know when a kid or one of the pets are gonna be around the side. Come around the back here, you can see our equipment. We use these pump jacks to get the projects completed. So you can see we tore off all the siding and you have the bare plywood. That was a big thing back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Nobody installed the Tyvek on the wall. Now that's code. So we have to put that on. And then you can see here on the bottom, we're installing the low E insulation I was referencing in the front. We also tape all of the seams around the windows nice and tight. This will get taped as well. Flash the windows as we move up through here with the siding. We'll flash underneath the corners of the windows. The reasoning is as water hits this wall and it happens to get behind the J channel, runs down, it can flush out the front and not in the back. But if it does come down the back, for some reason, it'll flush out this moisture barrier. So moving along here, cleanup's very important, so I try to keep after it, help the guys out. New light blocks will get installed here. The receptacle blocks will get installed here. All the dryer vent fixtures get replaced, and we use all of the CertainTeed products. We don't mix and match manufacturers. That's really important as well. Over here, we have a good percentage of this side completed. We'll do the little chimney box later on because that's closer to the ground. And again, you can see how we work on the scaffolding, installing the low E insulation the whole way up to the peak on this one. And if you want to come over here, I'll show you the products that we're installing. So again, I referenced the monogram siding, CertainTeed Monogram siding, the best traditional horizontal siding on the marketplace. OSI caulking, all your J channel. We use a better quality corner post for all of our projects. Sometimes the homeowner chooses to use the corners, make the corners the same color as the trim. On this one, the trim and the siding is kind of the same color. We're also recapping the garage door capping here. You can see how we took off the old weather strip for the garage door, so the garage door shuts. It's against here. There's weather stripping that meets the garage door. So we recap this. We'll shut the garage door, install the weather seal, and it'll be nice and sealed off. And as I was referencing earlier, we don't refasten the light blocks to the siding. We use official Mount Masters receptacle blocks down below here. He initially had us out for the roof. It was a roof leak, tore off the whole roof, put a CertainTeed roof system on here, and now he's going with the CertainTeed vinyl siding. So really looking forward to having this one wrapped up. All right, so we just finished up that job site. That siding project should be done in another day or two. There's a couple more going on in here. We were just cruising by and I saw some Tyvek that was loose coming off the wall. We temporarily patched the wall because we're coming back. We don't want the rain to get to the wood until we get to the job. So I'm just going up here, throwing a ladder up, helping the customer out and retaping that gable wall. Luckily, I have the right size ladder with me. When we did it initially, we used a 40-foot ladder, but because it's at a low spot, I think we're gonna be okay. Just to throw throw a ladder up here and tackle, and I'll tape the seams as well. That'll hold it from blowing off. So it's a little tricky on some of these hills where it's sloped, but I'll show you what I do here. Let me grab my hammer. It is beautiful out. Today is perfect weather. 70 degrees is best for installers. Anything from 45 degrees to 75 degrees, they love it. So again, I'm just gonna add some nails, tape the seams, and then I'll keep the wind from grabbing the edge of this Tyvek until we get out to the job and replace everything. Tape these seams. Really what pulls this Tyvek loose is the wind grabbing the edge. I believe we're another 4 or 5 weeks out until we start this project. This is about, I think, around 35 square siding that we're replacing on this one. So this is a good sized job. Homeowner initially just had us out to do a repair. So we gave him a quote to repair this section. And then we're like, well, you know, your siding's getting to the age where you might want to consider replacing all of it. We gave him a number. They were very happy with the numbers. We got them in our schedule. Little things like that really matter to customers, taking care of the details. In this line of work, the details are super important. Keeping our customers happy is our #1 priority for sure.